tell you something that when you talk about doing something what you're passionate about, is anybody 16 or younger?
Maria.
Anybody? Okay, you're 16. So I want to tell you, you can do it even if you're 12. And I have this dynamic young lady who's 15, who's been there and done that. And she is actually focusing on women's health issues in ways engaging local communities. So Maria, it's such a pleasure to have you here. I don't know what took us so long to get you here in the UN. Now that you're here, we won't let you go. So please tell them the story of how you got engaged with the student initiative.
Is my microphone working?
Yes.
So I'm Maria, and I run a nonprofit with my sister Julia called Purposeful. We started about 2 years ago after watching a documentary, actually, which is why the kind of work Erin does is so important. We watched a documentary about the obstetric fistula problem in Sierra Leone, and we started researching it more because we had never heard of this issue before, and we had wanted to do something with Africa, something to empower women. But when we heard about this particular issue of obstetric fistula, we thought it was something that we would really have an opportunity to focus on. So we started researching it more and collecting more facts. We started talking to doctors and fistula surgeons, and we just started doing fundraising on a small scale at first. We started putting on local events for other teenage girls who wanted to inspire other girls to make differences in their communities, to find their purpose. So we started putting on events and raising funds for surgeries that way. And then we started selling products. We have products now that we sell on our website that fistula patients make while they're in recovery or waiting for a surgery, and we sell those to raise money for surgeries. We've also been working with corporate sponsors and other donors to raise funds for surgeries. And we've also been working on working locally with the communities. We're focused right now in Sierra Leone mostly, but we hope to continue to grow inside Sierra Leone and in other countries in Africa. And basically what obstetric fistula is a childbirth injury that happens when girls are malnourished, and often that combined with child marriage leads to them being very small and weak during the childbirth process. So they can be in labor sometimes for up to a week or longer. We've had a girl who was in labor one time for 15 days. And so this strenuous, extremely painful labor process will typically end up with their baby dying in 90% of fistula cases. And then the woman has this hole or fistula in her birth canal where she uncontrollably leaks urine, feces, blood, etc. So not only is this painful and shameful for the woman, but this also leads to a lot of rejection from the community. Typically her husband will leave her, and she feels like she has no purpose in life. So after hearing about this issue, we decided to make it our purpose to raise money for surgeries to help these women to feel beautiful and purposeful again, which is why we call them Purposeful.
So Marianne, what inspired you to do this and get people around here start these kind of campaigns?
I think one of the biggest inspirations was seeing the documentary, and a lot of it was our age too. We were 13, I was 13, and my sister was 15 when we first started Pretty Purposeful, and being able to relate to the fact that there were other girls our ages living in other parts of the world enduring horrific circumstances we couldn't even imagine. It just gave us so much compassion, and we wanted to do something to give them a second chance at life and for them to be able to have a purpose as well. So I think a lot of it is the age thing, and also just finding something that you're interested in. And I'm sure everyone has something that makes them feel sad or painful, or you've seen some kind of pain in the world, and you have compassion for that issue. You want to see a difference or a change made in that area. And it definitely can seem daunting at first. There's a lot of daunting problems that come with starting a nonprofit or starting a website. But the advice that I would give would just be to start something, no matter how small it is. Just start researching, start a website, start connecting with other people, and then just go from there. But don't be afraid to just start with something, even if it's small, and then after that just focus mostly on connecting with other people, finding mentors or doctors who know about the problem or experts who know about the problem that you're focusing on, and then just grow from there. Because it's incredible how compassionate people are as well with helping you with your cause.
Thank you. We will come back to Maria and Erin and everybody else, but I just want you to get a flavor of the wonderful work everybody's doing.
problems right now is just health issues in general. Even other than fistula, right now there's the Ebola outbreak, and that definitely is a difficulty dealing with that, especially since when patients are already weak, you have the issue of it's easier for them to catch something when they're being operated on. So we have that issue. There's also a little bit of the issue with corruption sometimes on many levels. For an example, we're willing to provide the surgeries for free to the women, but sometimes when we send people out to find women who need a surgery, they tell them that they need to pay when they actually don't. So it's just dealing with corruption like that and making sure that we find people in the region who we can trust. Those are definitely all things that can be a struggle, but overall it's been a pretty smooth process because we've been able to find a local doctor who lives near where we are, who goes back and forth to Sierra Leone several times a year. So he's helped us a lot with connections, with connecting to local hospitals, local patients, and establishing those relationships. And I think those are the most important things to overcome the obstacle of working with patients.
On the internet that make us feel compassion, but it's not usually enough to move us to action. And so could you tell us a little bit about what you think made you feel strong enough that compelled you guys to go out and start your venture, and maybe some words of inspiration for to really move the people in the audience to act on their ideas?
I think that's a really good question because as youth, if we're reading the news and we're hearing about things that are going on in other parts of the world, I think we're definitely aware of issues that could be addressed, but sometimes it just seems too frightening to actually step out and try to do something, and it seems like maybe other people are already addressing the issue, or something's already being done about it, so why is it pertinent that you take action? And I think the two main important steps would be, first of all, to just research the problem further and find how you can take a unique perspective. So there might already be other organizations that are addressing the issue, but everyone has such a unique skill set and background, especially as youth. There's so much that we can bring in terms of energy and creativity. Find how you can take a unique stance on that particular issue that you want to address. So research it and say, maybe there's already other organizations addressing this, but what can I do that would be different or creative and that would help to raise money or raise awareness in a fresh, new way? And I think for my sister and I, we saw that there was already other nonprofits addressing fistula, and that was an inspiration for us, but there weren't any nonprofits with people as young as us that we've heard of so far. So we thought we could be the youth spokesperson for fistula and help to raise awareness among other teenagers and other youth who hadn't heard about the problem. So I would say, first of all, find how you can bring your unique perspective as a young person and as someone who cares about this issue, see what you can bring that's unique. And then I would say, secondly, connect with other people. Find those other organizations that are also working on this issue, and find other adults or mentors that know a lot about this issue that you want to work with, and ask them for advice and for help, and they can help you overcome a lot of the hurdles and the difficulties of getting started and starting a nonprofit, of starting a website. And they will have a lot of resources as well with helping you to make that change. So that's the advice that I would give. And I agree that it definitely can be sort of frightening and daunting to see a giant issue that's going on globally, and you want to do something about it, but you're not sure where to start. So I would say just start by figuring out what unique perspective can I bring, and then what other people or organizations can help me, like the Catapult Incubator. I think can definitely be very helpful with helping to get the first steps and get started.
Thank you, Maria. I have a question for you. Are you sure you're 15?
Yes.
Amazing. So I'm going to come back to this bit. Okay? I think there's a lady here, guys. So we only have about 7 minutes to go, by the way. 6 minutes. So I'm going to ask Maria to provide you an express answer. But why don't we follow Drago's advice and meet up after the session so you can continue the conversation. I want you to feel that this is only the start of that discussion. Maria.
Okay, so the first question, I believe, was about our fundraising event we put on and how we went about that. So our event was called Camp Pretty Purposeful. We had about 10 speakers, most of them were from the area, and we had about 100 girls attend, a little less than that, first of all is corporate sponsors and donors. There's a lot of companies that will be willing to support your project and that want to engage with youth that are doing meaningful, impactful things and projects. So find corporate sponsors and donors that can help you with the money part of the organization. And then the second answer is engaging the community where your nonprofit or your charity is focused. So for example, we're focused in Sierra Leone. So we have, as a way of raising funds, we have the patients make bags and purses and jewelry that we sell on our website, prettypurposeful.org, and those raise funds for fistula surgeries while giving the fistula patients a way to help contribute. And then we're focusing also on, after the surgery, helping to connect them with microloans or training so that they can go back into the community and they can be purposeful again. And that creates a whole virtuous cycle of sustainability within the community. It's empowering the patient and helping them to go out and empower people. In terms of the third question, it was what's a first step with the organization and who I connected with. As I mentioned, when we first started out with our camp, we asked a lot of people to help, and we got a lot of no's. We got a lot of rejection, but that's okay. The point is not whether or not people say yes as much as it's the fact that you're stepping out there, you're being brave, and you're connecting with people, sending people emails, and they might not respond, but it's worth a shot. Recently, in June, we came to New York City. We were able to meet with a lot of organizations, such as Girl Rising, the Clinton Health Access Initiative, and these were organizations that we really looked up to and admired, and we were really grateful for the chance to meet with them because we took that step and emailed them and contacted them. So my advice to you would be just start contacting people, and you will get rejection, but there's also a chance that you will get a lot of corporations or nonprofits that will be able to help you in your journey. And in terms of the fourth question, was about methods to get people in the U.S. interested in the international cause. My two answers to this would be, first of all, awareness. Part of what my sister and I are really focused on is spreading awareness about fistula to help to prevent it in the future and to raise funds for these surgeries. So we've been giving speeches in public, and we have videos on YouTube of speeches about fistula and other causes that we care about that are related to fistula. So the first step is just spreading awareness, and a lot of people, once they hear about the issue, will be compassionate and will want to help. My second answer would be relating to young people. A lot of adults are involved in nonprofits, but there's not as many young people that are aware of this issue. So I would say go out and connect with your peers. Such as fistula was really correlated with us because we saw these young girls who were teenagers that were going through a childbirth process that were similar in age to us, and that really gave us empathy and wanting to help. So if you talk to other teenagers about, a lot of times you just don't know what other youth their age are going through. So just connect with people your age. And then with the final, I think that was all the questions. So that was helpful.
Thank you.